you going? My name's Katrina and this is my channel, Create Something Pretty. Today I have a video for you about sewing patterns for occasional wear. We have the Melbourne Frocktails coming up in November and hopefully there's a few of you who have tickets. I unfortunately missed out. I was aware of the date, I was not aware of the time. So I missed out by just seconds, like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. So I thought I'd show you all the patterns that I would consider making for myself. So I have quite a range of patterns. I've got some big four patterns, some indie patterns, some are for knits and some are for wovens. And it was really hard to narrow this down. These are the things that I would consider making for myself if I had been going to the Frocktails. So hopefully you who are going to the Frocktails, or maybe you have something coming up, a wedding or something a little bit dressy, or maybe you get to go out a bit more often than what I do, which is probably everybody. So hopefully there's lots of inspiration here for everybody. So let's get started. Before I do, of course, I'm wearing my Cleo from Closet Core. I've got the puffy sleeve version. I love this top. It's not too puffy and it's just enough puff. So I'll get started on, I want to do the big four first, and I want to start, because one pattern I do not have with me, I was just doing a search on Spotlight patterns, and it came up and I actually thought, looking at the line drawings, I really liked it. I thought it would be a really nice pattern to sew up, and it looked quite simple and like it wouldn't take a long time to make. So I thought I'd include it as well. So I'll have to put in a picture. So this is the Butterick B6680. I think a lot of these are older patterns, but I'm pretty sure Spotlight stores will have most of these. If you're in other countries, maybe on Etsy or eBay or Amazon, I don't know, I don't use I use eBay more than anything else, but maybe there's somewhere there that you may be able to find them. So Butterick B6680. This is for moderate stretch knits. I think this came out a couple of years ago now. Its suggested fabrics are jersey, interlock, cotton knits, rayon knits. It's a close fitted dress. It has neck bands. It has bands on the cuffs, on the sleeves. It has gathers at one side. So I think that would make it that little bit more forgiving across the body. And it has a slightly flared hem. Now there's 3 lengths, 2 size bands, 16 to 14 and 14 to 22. So I particularly liked the longer version. I think maybe with the right knits, which is not my speciality. I'm still learning knits. This is a pattern that I would be very interested in actually buying and giving it a go, because I really liked just the style. Like, it looks simple. It looked in the longer length, I thought that was really elegant. And there was a couple, I think there was like the knee length, like you could probably dress that up as well, but I wouldn't mind making that for everyday wear. I think that was a really pretty pattern. I hadn't looked at it like that before. So yeah, hopefully you might like that one. So that was Butterick B6680. Now, I have got my patterns all out of order here. Okay, I have 2 other knit patterns. Now this first one, this is McCalls M7999. I got this out of a sewing magazine. This is like a body fitting style dress with a split at the side, and this I believe has a split at the back. You could probably tailor it to how you want it. So when you see the line drawings at the back, this one has a split at the back, split at the sides, and I don't think this one has a split at all. So I particularly liked the long version, and I did an Instagram search before I made my video today, and I saw it was this version with the funnel neck, and it was sleeveless. And it was so classy. I loved how it looked. She's actually got quite a sparkly fabric on the dress that she's wearing as well. I would do something like that to dress it up. But I really like the version I saw online with the high neck and sleeveless, because Frocktails is in November. And it's usually, not always, last year was not a good example. It's usually getting warmer towards that stage. Now summers get quite hot. So I don't mind the idea of a sleeveless one. I don't know if the neck would be too hot, but nighttime it might get cooler. So I thought that was a good pattern if you like the sort of knit style, and I think it'll be a bit easier to sew up as well. Yeah, I think that's a really nice style. I'm just really into the side splits, or the splits at the side sort of thing. So that's the second knit one, that's 7999. I have one other, which is this one. I have had this in my stash for ages. You might get this as Spotlight. It is getting older though, maybe eBay, I don't know. I was looking online to see if there was any others like it. I believe there's a Vogue pattern that's quite similar. I'm gonna have to write this down because I'm gonna forget to put it on. I really like the way it is on her shoulders. I like that it's long and it has a split for the leg. I'm not so keen on these ones. I don't like how that comes up at the back. I actually quite like the crossover. So you could adapt that, have that, and still have it. I'll show you the line drawing so I can explain this a bit better. Oh, sorry, I just moved the camera. I would have it like this. So you can have that at the back and just you change the front. So I'd have that front, and just instead of going in, you just change it so that it joins to this instead. Because they've all, oh no, they're not all, I think you could work it out. I love this. That's what I was planning to do with this dress. I really like it. And this is for knits or wovens. It says it's for knits, chalice, crepe de chine, cotton lawn, and that's it. So I was going to make it out of a rayon. I love rayon. It's my favourite. It's nice and drapey and it sits well on my body. So I think that is beautiful. I would like to make this just for the summer, just in a different fabric. I think it's really pretty. So that is McCall's 7591. I hope that if you can hear that creaking, that's my door moving. It's very, very windy outside. I'm just hoping I continue to have power for the rest of the day because it's very windy. Okay, so I have 4 more Big 4 patterns. The next one I picked out, this is Simplicity. This is actually S9010. It's a Simplicity pattern. This was out of a sewing magazine, so it's got a different number on there. I chose this because I really liked how drapey it looked, and it was a little bit more covered up. So if you're looking for something that's got a bit more coverage and you don't want to show off too much skin, I thought this might be a really good one. It also has a different sleeve length. The back, there's a different back. You see this one? Is it going to focus? It has a different back. This one's the crossover one that the model's wearing on the front. That's the same but with shorter sleeves. And yeah, this one's more covered up. So if you didn't want to have this, you don't have to. I thought that was a really good pattern if you don't particularly want to show off a lot of skin, and it'll keep you nice and warm if you need to. I don't know, who knows what that day's going to be like. But yeah, I really like this pattern. I think I was actually intending to make this one as a dress, like as a day dress. I just think this is really nice. This is, I thought this was made with knits when I first saw this too, but it's not. It's crepe de chine, double georgette, ponte, that is a knit that's quite stable, silky types, and velvet, which can be stretchy as well. So I think that'd be really nice and stylish. So the next one is a very different style again. This is McCall's 8092. And I particularly like the one on the model, or this one, which is just a bit shorter. When you look at the line drawings on the back, you can see it's just a very, very loose dress. I think this looks quite simple to make. It's just lots of gathering. Yeah, I'll be really interested in giving that a go. I like things that are quick to make. So that's McCall's 8092. They have belts. I don't know if I would do the belt. I don't know. Would you do the belt? I like how it looks on the model, but I think I might put my own belt on there. I don't know. Yeah, I particularly like this sleeve. I like that. I think that's really nice. I would make this for every day. I think that is so cute and so sweet. I'm really tempted to give that a go. I've been making a lot of indie patterns, and I keep looking at these thinking, I really want to make one. Sorry, I think I just bumped the camera then, sorry. Yeah, I'm really wanting to make a couple more of these. I just think with the pictures I have on the front, they just make me want to make them at that little bit more, but then I feel safer making the indie patterns. I feel like I'll get a better result. Anyway, I have two more. This is the McCall's 8105. I think you can, I don't know, you can stuff an indie pattern just as much anyway. This is, I really like this. This very clearly looks like, I think it's something that you'd wear going out. I love the one on the model. This looks very evening-like. Yeah, I think this is very much an evening dress or a cocktail dress, or I'm not the biggest expert on these things, so I don't go out. I used to when I was younger, quite a bit. This is suggested fabrics is crepes, cotton blends, stable knits, and chalice. There's more knits. What are these have got knits in it? This actually has a zipper in the back. I'll show you the line drawings. You see there's high-low on one dress, one straight. It's kind of wrapped around because there's it comes around at the back, at the front there. And this one, oh, that's wrapped around as well. It's so pretty, this dress. And this one's your high-low. It's a high front and low at the back. And they have, each of them have this little bow at the back. I hope that's focusing. I've been having loads of problems with my camera focusing lately. So they've all got that bow at the back. And there's a little zipper at the back there. So this is I think the zipper makes this a little bit more challenging. It says it's an easy pattern, but yeah, it's worth giving a go. It's not a huge zipper or anything. So I really like that pattern. That's McCall's 105. Very pretty dress to go out on an evening, particularly if it's warm. So I have one last pattern of the big four. I chose this one because it looks very simple, and it also has the options of being more covered up. So this is Simplicity S8871. I love this side split, and she's quite dressed up in hers, but I don't know. Do you think that's more daytime wear, or is that more evening-y? I don't know. I think it's more daytime. But I think depending what fabric you use, you could dress that up. Even this sleeveless version, that could be quite dressy, and just different clothing, different shoes, jewelry, maybe a little jacket or something to go with it, could dress it up. So yeah, I really like that pattern. That's Simplicity 8871. This has, I think it's an inbuilt belt in it. Is it built in? No, it must wrap around. It doesn't look like it has a separate, I'm gonna have a quick look. It is, I think it's sewn into the side. So I had a quick look, and that belt on these dresses is actually sewn into the side. However, there is this version, so you could just leave it out. And they all have pockets. I found that out when I was looking for the belt. So that's Simplicity 8871. So I think that would be a really quick, easy dress. It's all facings all the way through. So if you like that sort of thing, that is another option for a bit more coverage if you wanted to go out. So next I have the patterns that I was very strongly considering to make to go to Frocktails. And now I no longer need to do that because I missed out on tickets. So hopefully you can benefit from my misfortune. So this one the Pauline dress from Closet Core. This is a stunning dress. There's so many options to it. I'll show you some line drawings so you can see what I'm talking about. I love the back on this dress. I love it so much. This dress has a little tie section across the back. It's on both versions. Oh, I think that is so pretty. Then it has a zipper down here. I think they both have it. Little gathers under the bust here, or pin tucks, I think they are. Oh, they look like gathers actually. Now I know there is an option if you do not like this panel here. There's an option on the Closet Core website to have a gathered skirt from this top section as well, and then you have this gather next. That is probably the option that I would do. Or the other thing I thought of doing is maybe trying it, but just making this bit a bit looser, so it's not quite so fitted, because it does look so nice on all the people when I did my Instagram search. Yeah, it looked beautiful on everybody. I've seen a lot of the long sleeve versions. They look so nice. And another thing I saw just recently on my search this morning, someone has made this this version, I think it was this one, with this skirt, and they lengthened it so it was ankle length. So I really like that. It was very, very classy. So I would recommend having an Instagram search on this one. I think it is absolutely stunning dress. Yeah, I really, really would like to make this. I just need someone to wear it. So that's the Pauline by Closet Core. I love me a Closet Core pattern. So now this is another one that I had run through my head to make. This is the Paper Cut Patterns Aurora dress. Aurora, am I reading that right? I don't know. I need to go back to school. I have actually made this skirt from this pattern, but I didn't use the right fabric for my body. It didn't sit well on me, so I would like to actually go back and make the dress. I think the dress would sit on me a whole lot better than just the skirt section, because my problem areas is around my tummy and my hips, and it just didn't do me any favors. So I would like to make this one. I'll show you some line drawings, because that's not the best picture for you in the world there. Where are my line drawings? I've seen a lot of examples of this on Instagram as well. There we go, there's some more pictures. My printer isn't that great. So it's a really simple dress. This here is one piece. So it's like 1, 2, and the back, 3 pieces. And then you've got the sleeves and then some facings and the, I think the belt's separate. I can't quite remember. But it's a very, very easy dress. When you see how many pieces there are and the way it's done, it's actually very, very easy. Just getting the amount of wrap right, I think that's the more difficult bit. But I think this is beautiful. I'd love to make this just because I can. So that's a paper cut Aurora dress. Aurora? What does that say? Aura dress. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Now this one that I'm about to show you was very high on my list. This is, it's not the best picture, unfortunately. This is the Ali Olsen's Hinterland Highlands wrap dress. There are several views of this. I would make this version, the long sleeveless version, and I would probably use like a rayon twill or something drapey, and lots of very flowy, very fluid sort of fabric. I just think it is such a pretty dress. It has the sides, it's a wrap, and then it has side splits as well. And I just think it's really pretty. I love the sleeves, like you have a sleeve option as well, so if you don't want to show your shoulders off, you don't have to. But I'd like to make both dresses one day. Like, I would love to make this for the summer. yeah, I have way too many plans, way too many dresses. Oh dear. So that's a Highlands wrap dress by Ali Olsen Patterns. That was a very high contender for me to make if I was going to the Melbourne Frocktails. So I have one left, and it was very, very hard to narrow down all these patterns, and I had to go through and decide if they were, is this an evening dress or is this a day dress? It was really hard to work out. Your version of an evening dress, day dress, it might be different to what mine is, so, and what you're comfortable in as well. Like, what's important to you, comfort or the way you look? Like, it's up to you. Only you can decide that. So this is the Asha dress. Oh my goodness, I don't think I can read anymore. This is the Asha dress by Stylark Patterns. I've always loved this. I love this version. This is what I would have made. I would have used maybe a sheer fabric with a lining underneath. This is shearing in the middle. I don't know what sheared fabric would be, what sheer fabric would be like if it was sheared. Oh my goodness. That's a fun sentence. This is quite a simple dress. There's not a whole lot of pieces to it. It's just got this little button band, little button up thing at the neck. Is it buttoned? I assume it's buttoned. Yeah. So that is what I would have made. This is my last pattern that I had, the Aurora. Oh my goodness. The Asha dress by Stylark. That was my last big four patterns. So I hope there was some inspiration in there for you. I now feel like I need to go and buy myself another pattern. Butterick was on sale last week. I don't think it's on sale this week. Typical. So I hope you guys, if you wanted to go, I hope you got tickets. And if you're not going, I'm hoping there's some patterns here that you like as well. Yeah, I'll probably be making some more summer dresses now instead of formal wear, which is I don't mind, because then it's just something less that I have to sew. I can focus on getting my summer wardrobe up and going, but I'm not starting that till next month. I'm going to finish my Pixie Pea coat by Twig and Tail, which I'm currently working on. I'm hoping to get it cut out today, though the time, my clock is up there, time is going. I need to get going and go get it cut out. So thank you so much for watching. I hope there was some good inspiration for you here today, and hopefully you'll come back next week and see what I'm up to. I don't know what I'm up to next week. Hopefully I have something to show you. I'm working away on my granny hexagon crochet cardigan, and the Twig and Tail coat that I just mentioned. So yeah, please come back next week and see what I've been up to. Don't forget to give me a like if you enjoyed this today, and if you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to know when my next video comes out. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you again next week. Thanks a lot. Bye.